So I'm up late about 1 something in the morning, and this is usually the time where I create and edit and pray and study and just have my quiet time. I'm a night owl, and God brought a story back to my mind that I wanted to share with you, and hopefully it encourages you. When I was in college, around the age of 20, I got pregnant with my daughter, and at the time I was on track to graduate. At 21, I had an internship lined up in Japan for myself. Life was just going great, and I got pregnant with my oldest daughter. I remember family and friends called me and ridiculed me and made me feel terrible about getting pregnant without being married and being in college. People said some pretty horrible things, and aside from their commentary, I already felt super low and disappointed in myself. I remember sitting on the bed, and I remember praying with everything in me, God, if you could just take this baby, if you could just give me a miscarriage and take this spirit, this tiny soul that I am not ready to take care of back to heaven. I promise I'll dedicate the rest of my life to you. I promise I'll get back on track, and I just can't take this. Not now. And I remember really praying and asking God to take her from me, because I just didn't feel like what I was being called to do, what I was getting ready to birth. And so I wanted to encourage somebody that there are times in your life where there are situations that feel impossible. If you make a decision, if you pray a prayer out of the ignorance, out of the emotion, out of the right now, you will be asking God to abort something that had the potential to change the rest of your life. My daughter is amazing. You've seen her. She's smart, she's intelligent, she's beautiful, and she's definitely gonna leave her mark on this world. And I didn't know that at the time. I couldn't see that far. I couldn't see past my pain and my discomfort. I'm dealing with my own issues right now, just concerning things that I'm asking and hoping God for. And I'm realizing that this position I'm in, it feels very similar. And I gotta be very careful about asking God to abort this process that he has me in, because believe it or not, I'm in labor right now. And I'm trying to bring forth something that has been spoken over my life, something that he's already deemed, possible in the heavens, trying to manifest it into this realm. And so I want to encourage anybody watching, do not give up. Do not abort this dream. Do not pray and ask God to make it easier. Pray and ask for the strength to get through it. I know there's a lot of people who are speaking other messages that are out there grinding, talking about their credit score is this and they got the houses and degrees, but there's a lot of us who haven't got there yet. And I just want to encourage you that you just might be in labor. When you go into a hospital to have a baby, I remember getting pushed past seeing all of the babies that were in the nursery. I remember walking past rooms of women who were in active labor, and my water had only broke. The labor pains were minimal. The labor pains were light, so to speak. I felt them, they were uncomfortable. But what I did not understand was that very soon I was going to have my own baby in the nursery. And so when you're seeing on Instagram and you're swiping and you're seeing all the babies in the nursery and all of the dreams that have manifested for other people, all of the things that have come to fruition, regardless of, how long it took them, don't forget about what you're birthing. Don't forget to check in on your contractions and see how far along you are. Don't forget to focus on your breathing. Come on, somebody. Don't forget to focus on your state of mind. Because if you get too caught up in the nursery and the babies that are over there, you'll forget about what you're birthing. And you don't want no complications. Keep your eye on the prize. Stay in your lane. Keep your eye on your own race. And I promise you, before you know it, what you're birthing will be here for everybody else to marvel at. And then you can help get somebody else through a metaphorical Lamaze class, if you will, and help them be encouraged to know that we're all out here just trying to birth our dreams. And we'll all get there in due time and in due season. CatBranchman.com.